Welcome again to my channel, LR Shion. Now, we will discuss the conclusion of the fight between Orochi Katsumi and the strongest Shikiwake in history. Do you think there's really a chance that Katsumi will lose this match? Let's find out. But first, please note that you can buy the new Grappler Baki Volume Collections, Baki the Grappler Season 1 and 2 DVDs, and Bandai's Grappler Baki figurine on the link in the description below. By buying, you can help the channel grow and release more Baki videos. And for my Oliva and Yujiro tier patron for this month, shout out to you, Stranger Dragons Prevail, Big Samzilla, Motobe Izo, and Just Danzo. With all that done, let's now begin. The chapter starts inside the Korakuen Underground Arena. We can see Orochi Katsumi kicking the Shikiwake straight in the face. A flying high kick from Chinese Kenpo. The announcer shouted, "It's Retsu! Retsu is here! The god of the fist, Retsukayo, has descended!" Katsumi then said, "Retsu-san, look at this guy. I just gave him a flying kick to the head with all my weight behind it, and he's still standing. That's Grand Sumo for you." The Shikiwake then said, Unfortunately, this next one is set. I'm at my last full strength burst. If I can't finish it with this, then the match is yours. So, I'm going for broke." Then the Shikiwake rushed towards Katsumi once again. Katsumi then said, "Retsu-san, it's time I got my fill." The Shikiwake tried to attack him, but the karate master countered it with a barrage of strikes. He fires off his Katsumi-style 5-strike barrage. Oh, an instant counterattack? He's throwing those meaty arms around in a frenzy. They're crude attacks, but very fast. Heavy and fast swings, one after another. Then Katsumi unleashed another barrage of strikes. However, even with those strong blows, the Shikiwake still managed to grab him, then pinning him down the ground, following it up with a devastating headbutt. In combat sport, there is a considerable focus on strikes to the head. This is because the brain is there. Their methods for affecting the brain are broadly divided into two categories: hits to the jaw and blows to the temple. These cause the brain to rattle around, and like a light being unplugged, the victim is plunged into a deep darkness for around 10 seconds. And 10 seconds out is long enough for an opponent to kill you. Though alternatively, although not the logical choice, purely in terms of efficacy, there is a superior method. The technique known as the headbutt. The top of the forehead is the hardest part of the human body. Even a powerfully tempered fist will get crushed upon direct impact with the hairline, driving his tough forehead into his opponent's soft pliable nose. It was a far cry from effective though. Certainly, his opponent's brain was shaken by it, but he was not knocked out. Why? Because of the feint. Ray after ray of surging pain, issuing out from the bridge of his nose, tore through his entire head. The torturous rays were sharp, hot, and thick, all with the tang of rusted metal. "I'm never coming back here again." The pain is fierce enough to generate that resolution. It was the agony he felt. Katsumi takes his baptism by being pinned to the ground and headbutted. With a giant 181-kilogram body atop him, Orochi Katsumi finds himself in an impossible position. The Shikiwake then said, "Finally, I got you." Katsumi smiled, then said, "What a break. You thought it was all but over. But Sumo doesn't have any ground game." Katsumi then said, "Heh, I'm guessing you're new to this. I apologize for this." Then all of a sudden, Katsumi grabbed the Shikiwake in the family jewel, then crushing it without mercy, making the strongest Shikiwake shout very loudly. Katsumi then said, "Sorry I made you do that, Retsu-san." Then the karate master followed it up with a kick to the chin. Imagine a man who's buried in the ground up to his neck. Now, a virile athlete, with all his strength, kicks the man's exposed head. odds are he would, without having felt a thing, pass on. The kick which Grand Sumo Sekiwake Shishimaru took was very much like that. A soccer kick right in his chin. But he does not yield. Even with the injury to his family jewel, he is still moving. He is on all four, but he's moving. This man is tough. Tough beyond belief. Grand Sumo is just too tough. Oh, Katsumi moves in pitilessly. And he tried to kick the Sekiwake straight in the face. However, he stopped the kick before touching his face. The announcer shouted, "He stopped? What in the world was that?" Did the second generation director, Orochi Katsumi, the man who is the very symbol of full contact karate, did we just see him use a non-contact karate move? Wait, what? Where are you going, Orochi Katsumi? Then Tokugawa shouted, "The match is over." Wait, it is? What? And Shishimaru is the winner? Grand Sumo gets one in. The Sekiwake then asked, "Why?" Tokugawa replied, "Hold your head up high and revel in your victory. If a fighter intentionally leaves the arena, then that decides the match, no matter what. That's an unchangeable rule." Hanmabaki then confronts Katsumi saying, facing a bundle of compressed bats, "Your low kick slices clean through. It's renowned. So, I wonder what would have happened if you hadn't stopped short." Katsumi replied, "It was clear enough to me. I couldn't go that far, just out of curiosity." Ratsusan concurs, added by Baki. Huh? So, what do you think of this match? Do you think Orochi Katsumi deserved to lose? Comment down your opinion below. Special thanks to Stranger Dragons Prevail, Sam Shars, Francois, The Real Zervan, Big Zamzilla, A Patreon of the Odds, Jacket, Johnny Might, Moto Beizo, Iron Mike V1, OK, Garuda, Vegapunk, Just Danzo, Isom Harris, Awesome Swissable, Joshua Figgins, Keishiro616, Tron Becker, Aw Core, Well, Oreg Jesus, and Davis Uber Als. We really appreciate your help. If you want to support my channel, please subscribe to my Patreon, LR Shion. I will put a link in the description below. Our next discussion will be about the Battle of Small Giants, Hanmabaki versus Komusubi Hono. Stay tuned.